Hi, this is Jack. This is going to be my bar by bar review for the S&P 500 futures contract for Friday, January 10th, 2025. You can see on the daily chart that we have been kind of consolidating, making some type of wedge here. We're finding buyers below these lows after the strong bear breakout. We got a second leg down and a third leg down. We're right by the slower moving average, the 200 period moving average, and we're stalling. We found buyers down here before, so coming into the day, I expected to find hesitation here if we did break out below this low. I expected that we would break out lower and maybe visit this low, but I suspected hesitation in a trading range day overall, like most days. So first bar of the day is a bear bar with a close above its midpoint. So it's a buy signal, but it's a bad buy signal. So sellers above. I suspect we go lower. It's probably a breakout pullback sell. Big gap down, so I expect more down. But we're in a bear channel. And this is a low probability event. We're trying to break below this bear channel. So likely it will fail. We also have this magnet here, last month's low, which may be support. So I suspect for that reason, we'll hesitate if we break out below 1, but I do expect us to go lower. So 2, small pullback, bear breakout, hesitating here, but strong bars, we're probably going to go lower. I suspect we pull back first. So we get 3, holding support. Strong buy signal, but with sellers above, most likely we have a strong move down with acceptance. And for that reason, I suspect we go lower. Outside down 4, bit of a climactic bar, so probably a pullback on 5, but probably still going lower. Channeling lower, follow through bar, probably still going lower, but really not ideal after a big bar like 4. Rather you'd like to see, a bar like 2, but even 2 is not very ideal after 1. It's a lot of overlap. That's the point I'm trying to make here. There's a lot of overlap in this tight channel. So likely we're going to find buyers at one of these lows with a round number just below. And we also have last week's low here. So probably buyers and hesitation not that much further down. We also have news coming up at 10, which is on bar 6 and 7, I think. 6 or 7, one of those. So hesitating on 6, news is coming after. So news is going to be bar 7. Probably sellers above for a third leg down, but then that would make a parabolic wedge, so probably buyers somewhere down here. Probably we rally above 6, but I suspect it'll be disappointing, and we have resistance here. We broke out of last month's low. We'll probably find sellers there again. Instead, we did not break above 6, but we broke below it, and we broke below it really strong. 7 is a really climactic bar, and this tail tells me that we probably aren't going to go immediately lower, or a measured move lower immediately. And we're probably going to have to go a little bit sideways and pull back before we go lower. But good bar for the bears, clearly always in short. We're very far below the moving average. This price action is not above average bearishness, and this bar is certainly above average, but the follow through is not. Good follow through, minimal follow through, but closing at that low. Why isn't it closing below it? That's because the bears aren't as strong as they could be, and we're breaking out of a bear channel, and that's a low probability event. You can see it on the 30-minute chart, the 60-minute chart, whatever chart you want to look at. There is a bear channel. It's clear. Even on the daily chart, we have a bear channel. These lows, consecutive lows here. So different bear channels, and we're breaking out of both of them. So that's a low probability event. And that's what's happening with these two bars. So if we're going to do the low probability thing, you want to see strong bars and strong follow through, but so far we don't really have it. And then another pause bar, failed breakout. 9, I suspect we start to rally here. It's a small spike in wedge channel pattern on a smaller time frame, but this is climactic, and this is not ideal follow through. Therefore, this climactic breakout may be failing down here, so I suspect we rally. Good bar for the bulls, but bad buy signal bar. Maybe we pull back, maybe we don't. This could be a breakout pullback buy in 1 bar, and we rallied on 11. I suspect we go even higher. We may be always along by context. We have 3 legs down and a climactic third leg. Or you could look at this as a second leg trap in an overall trading range, and the top of the range being here, here, or here. Either way, we're testing resistance. We may find sellers in hesitation here, so we may pull back. but more follow through on 12, small pullback, and then a rally on 12. I suspect we go higher, but not all that convincing. I mean, it's a good rally, but so far, minor reversal. More follow through, 13, probably buyers below, 4 consecutive bars up, high probability for a pullback and a second leg up. So I suspect we're going higher, probably always in long by context, but really not ideal. We're probably going to find sellers at this low or above this high, most likely. Channeling higher, 6 bars up, probably still going higher, but need to pull back. And here's the pullback, 15. Decent, low 1, but really not ideal after 6 bars up, 5 or 6 bars up. So probably buyers here for a small second leg up, and that's what we get on 16. Testing the high close on 6 and finding some sellers, trying to flip the market to long, but I suspect it's not going to work very well. We have a prominent tail, which is a bit climactic, but I suspect we go a little bit higher. Instead, bear breakout. This breakout is strong enough. This could be the pullback, therefore it may be a sell the close bar or sell the pullback, expecting a second leg down. And then we get 18, follow through, probably going lower. This may be a double top bear flag, and we may be heading for the bottom of the range. More follow through, I suspect we're going lower, but then hesitation, doji. We may find buyers here. We're testing the bad buy signal bar, so it's an I1R setup. If you see this as a strong leg up in a trading range, this is a reasonable entry, but I suspect we're going to go lower. 21, small bar, but still probably going lower. Follow through, but lots of overlap here. Trying to break out. Losing momentum, hesitation. We may find buyers down here, which is why we have 23. But probably sellers above. I expect more down, even if we go higher first. Probably going lower. Good follow through. But bottom of the range, not ideal. So maybe we go lower, but I suspect we find buyers soon. Bit of a climactic bar, tail. I suspect we pull back. And then 27. This looks like a buy the close bar, stop down here. But if it is, you want good follow through, and we don't have it. So this could be a failed breakout, minor reversal, and a bear trend. This could be a double top bear flag. Maybe buyers below, but probably buyers below the low of this bar, 27. Testing the high close and selling off. Maybe we go higher, but I suspect we go lower. So 30, we're breaking out below the low close this time, but not below the low of the range. I suspect we are in a range. You could say this is a broad bear channel, and that's what I thought as I was watching the chart. But if it is a trading range, we're getting very low in the range. And if it's a broad bear channel, you want to see strong follow through down here. And that's pretty good follow through. I suspect we go lower. Good bar. But that's not good follow through. Doji, hesitation. So we may find profit taking down here. And so we have 33. If you're bear and you're holding short, we have consecutive legs down. If you hold short above 33, you run the risk that this is a trading range and then we run back up to here. There's no reason to stay short if you think we're going to get back up here. So reasonable to get out above that bar, therefore probably a reasonable buy, but probably need to use a wide stop. I suspect we go lower because 30, 31 needs another leg. It's strong enough. Bull surprise, 34, but small surprise. Probably sellers up here somewhere. Maybe we go higher. Deep pullback with buy signal bar. Could be disappointed bears getting out at the midpoint between their entries at the low close, selling more here. So maybe we rally. Good bar, 36, trying to flip the market to long. It's a breakout, but within a trading range and a broad bear channel. But we're low in the channel, low in the range. It's reasonable. The moving average is right here, so we'll probably find hesitation on the next bar. Crossing, small bar, so that might be the hesitation. But good follow through, 36, 37, probably strong enough for another leg up. All of this is one simple leg up, so that's a lot of consecutive bars up. Therefore, whatever pullback we get, likely to be minor, and I suspect we go higher. Bit of a climactic bar and doji trading range bar here, so probably we'll find profit taking and go below this low, but probably it'll be disappointing. Rallying, but again, bit of a climactic bar. The breakout is growing. It might be a tight channel, but we're still in an overall trading range. First trend line break, we probably need to test down. Instead, we keep going higher. We're testing resistance again, last week's low. We're making smaller bars and weaker bars as we get there, so probably we need to pull back. Here's a pullback, inside bar, but probably going higher. It's a bull bar, lots of consecutive bars up, clearly always in long now, and far enough above the moving average, it's safe to say we're probably always in long, and the bears have probably given up down here. Going higher, 42, pullback, 43, finally, a pullback. but probably buyers down here. So a strong rally, 43. This could be something like what happened over here. Lots of bars up, pullback, and then one more bar that led to a swing down. Lots of bars up, one bar pullback, another bar up, and that might lead to a swing down. But this bar is strong enough. It looks different than 16. It's a smaller bar comparatively, but the tail here, there's no tail here. There's more strength in this bar, so probably we're going higher. But bad follow through, probably we need to pull back, but probably buyers below. 46 probably going higher, and then strong bull breakout testing this high. Heading for last month's low, this level, and maybe we'll get there, but this is a climactic bar late in this rally, so probably it'll attract profit taking, especially after a bar like that. High one, late in a rally, just below resistance, probably a better wait than buy, but probably will go a little bit higher. This is pretty climactic. Small follow through bar, not an ideal entry bar. Maybe we go a little higher, but I suspect profit taking somewhere up here. 51, starting to pull back, probably sellers above and below. Instead, buyers below, rallying, but tight trading range around resistance. Probably we'll find some profit taking up here, sideways, and then bull breakout. We have a bull breakout of a small wedge, small channel, low probability event. Probably we'll find profit taking up here. Statement by the bears that the bulls are not in control anymore. Probably the market is always in short by context. We have consecutive buy climaxes, a bull breakout of a small wedge, small bull channel here, and it's already failing. And this is a really strong bar, really strong bear breakout bar. So probably we go lower. And then a duplicate bar. Wow. Good bar for the bears, but climactic and therefore not sustainable. If these were smaller bars, I'd be inclined to say that we're probably going lower. But this could just be bulls giving up here and looking to buy lower. We have a small pullback bull trend on a smaller time frame until about here, where it started to get climactic and then formed a trading range. So probably we go lower, but I'd be careful because we're getting close to the midpoint of this rally. Hesitation 57, but probably sellers above for another leg down. This is certainly strong enough for another leg down. Bull inside bar, not an II pattern, but probably a final flag for the bears in the sell-off. Maybe another leg down, maybe it'll fail, and maybe we'll rally. Here's a failure, 59, bear breakout. Maybe we go lower. I can see the moving average. I'm cheating a little bit. There we go, that's better. Bear bar. I suspect the breakout is going to fail. We broke out below 57 found buyers. It's also a 50% pullback of this rally. Two strong bars. We're probably going higher. Bears, you probably get out and look to sell again higher, maybe at the bad sell signal bar low, which just so happens to coincidentally be the same price level as last month's low. So probably going higher. Bit of a climactic bar, breakout pullback, buy. Probably going higher. Instead, a strong bar down. Trader sold to close of 60. I suspect we go lower. Bad follow through. Second entry long. Reasonable high 2, but really not ideal. Trading range. We're near the top of the range. After strong bear breakout, the market might be always in short. We're failing to get back above the moving average. We're below the moving average now. I'd say we're probably always in short, so probably sellers up here. But maybe we go higher. 63, failed bull breakout. I suspect we go lower. And then 64, clearly going lower. But I guess it wasn't all that clear because the bulls are reversing the market up on the next bar. We're forming a small channel and an overall tight trading range. So probably sellers above and buyers below. Failed bull breakout, failed bear breakout. I suspect more sideways, but probably going higher. The bull breakout failed, but probably buyers below. Instead, bulls giving up 69, getting late in the day. Probably going lower, but third leg down. Maybe we'll find buyers down here. Bad follow through, probably buyers soon. Bears probably give up above that bar, maybe this bar. We're starting to go sideways late in this bear trend. We're also breaking out of another bear channel. This is probably going to fail. So we have another failed bear breakout, failed bull breakout, but trend line break. I suspect we go a little bit higher. We went sideways to down, and now we're going higher. Failed bear breakout below 76. Trying to rally 77. I suspect we go higher, but probably disappointing. So 78. And then sideways to down into the close. interesting day, trading range day. And yeah, not terribly easy to trade tight channels or breakouts like this because the risk is big. You know, where's the measured move target? If I had to guess, I would say the last trading range that we had, which was the low here and the high here. So if you're buying in here, or maybe you're buying up here, where's the measured move? I would say safely here. And then what if that's not it? Well, you're still in a micro channel until here. So you could measure from this low to that high and project a measured move up. But we didn't get there. We got pretty close. And what if you use the low close and the high close? We did get there. So if you just use the line chart measured move here, we did make a measured move there. So, but still pretty tricky. I mean, these bars look like pretty bad follow through, but really on a smaller time frame, this is going to be a small pullback bull trend. In fact, let's take a peek at it on the 1 minute chart. Here it is. So it started off with a higher low major trend reversal, bear trend, trend line break, tested the low, higher low. You could say head and shoulders bottom, left, head, right. But in any case, we have a rally, a pullback, a strong microchannel up, breakout test with overlap here. New breakout gap is open here. Another breakout, small pullbacks here. 3-bar pullback here. 1 bar, 1 bar, 1, 2, 3 bars, 1, 2, 3 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars here. So small pullback, bull trend, clearly in effect on the smaller time frame. Anyway, that's my practice. That's my bar by bar review, and thanks for watching.